Welcome back, Neptunians. This is our first ever case file episode. In these case file episodes, we will take an in-depth look at an unexplained event, such as a cryptid sighting, a UFO encounter, or paranormal activity. If you are a first-time viewer, please consider subscribing so you never miss out on a case file. For today's case, we're looking at the phenomena of lights in the night sky above a city. No, not the Phoenix Lights. This event occurred 40 years earlier over the city of Lubbock in Texas and would be known as the Lubbock Lights. Lubbock, Texas, 1951. Three professors from the local university are enjoying an evening outside together. Suddenly, 20 to 30 lights fly overhead, flying in the direction of north to south in a crescent formation. The professors take note of just how fast the lights appear to be moving, and they wish they had more time to observe them. Minutes later, their wish would be granted as another similar set of lights would pass overhead, this time around 50 lights flying in a U formation. The professors contact the local newspaper about the sighting and an article is published. It doesn't take long before more witnesses come forward, including Carl Hemringer, another professor from the university who also claims to have saw the lights several nights earlier. The professors were determined to see the lights again. This time, 5 professors met up in hopes of once again observing the phenomena. The professors were in luck as once again the lights passed overhead. Dr. Grayson Mead describes around 15 lights, about the size of a dinner plate. He describes their colour as a greenish blue and almost fluorescent, and he is adamant that they are absolutely circular. Dr. Mead also remarked how the sighting gave him an eerie feeling. Eventually, the case drew national attention, and with it came an official investigation by the US Air Force as part of Project Blue Book. This was led by Lieutenant Edward Ruppelt. Ruppelt's first explanation for the lights was actually a type of bird called a plover. The city of Lubbock had newly installed vapor streetlights. Ruppelt explained how the light from the streetlights was being reflected from the underside of the birds, thus causing the phenomena. One thing that did support this bird theory was the direction of the lights, north to south. This would be a migratory route for birds at this time of year. However, the professors remained adamant that they were not birds as they were flying much too fast. On the 30th of August, 18-year-old Carl Hart was lying in bed at night when he sees lights in the sky. He grabs his camera and begins snapping pictures of the lights. The photographs reveal a series of lights in the sky flying in a V formation. Many accuse Hart of hoaxing these pictures, but Hart remains adamant that the photographs are genuine. The photographs were actually sent to a physics laboratory at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base for analysis. Lieutenant Ruppelt would release a statement explaining that they could not prove that the photographs were a hoax, but neither could they prove them to be genuine. Interestingly, the professors claimed that the pictures that Hart took did not match what they saw, as the lights they observed were flying in a U formation. The professors were also unsure of how Hart managed to capture the pictures, as the objects they witnessed were moving at immense speed. Some analysis has been done on the Hart photograph, and it revealed that the objects in the image are circular and definitely not bird-shaped. William Hamm was a professional photographer and attempted to recreate the pictures. He set up at a high spot in Lubbock with professional equipment and took several pictures of birds flying overhead above Lubbock's vapor streetlights. William Hamm could not recreate the Hart pictures as he said the images were too dim to be developed, indicating that the lights in Hart's photographs must be very bright. Another blow would be dealt to the plover theory, as a local games warden would go on to explain how plovers usually fly in small groups and at fairly slow speeds, therefore not matching the sightings which describe groups of between 20 and 30 lights moving at remarkable speeds. After originally supporting the plover theory, the Air Force would eventually drop it, confirming that the phenomena was not reflections on birds. Another reason for this may be perhaps because some of the sightings took place nowhere near the newly installed streetlight, so there was no way for the bird reflection phenomena to occur. Ruppelt would go on to claim to have solved the phenomena, giving this final conclusion. The lights have been positively identified as a very commonplace and easily explainable natural phenomena. It is unfortunate that I can't divulge exactly the way the answer was found, as telling the story would reveal the identity of the scientist who solved it, who has requested that he remain anonymous.
Okay. Disappointed!
With the case being nearly 70 years old and disclosure getting ever closer, hopefully the truth will be revealed one day soon. That was the case file on the Lubbock Lights. Let us know what you think. Do you have an explanation for it? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing. You can find Nups on social media on Instagram and Twitter, and as always, you can drop us an email with any interesting information. Until next time, question everything.